Ever wonder why it's so easy to get addicted to scrolling, but almost impossible to get addicted to studying? Here's the truth. It's not because studying is boring, it's because you were never taught how to make it feel rewarding. In this video, I'm going to show you the real science behind why your brain resists studying and how you can flip the script. So you don't just study more, you actually crave it, and not with hacks, not with hustle, but with a system that rewires your brain for focus, flow, and fulfillment. Stick around because by the end, you'll stop forcing yourself to study and start wanting to. Let's get one thing straight. Your brain isn't lazy. It's just wired for reward. The same way we get addicted to TikTok, games, or sugar, we can get addicted to anything if our brain believes it gives us a dopamine hit. The trick? You need to train your brain to see studying as a dopamine trigger, not a chore. And it's easier than you think. Let's get to it. 1. Why your brain hates studying at first. Your brain is designed to avoid pain and seek pleasure. And let's be honest, most people associate studying with stress, failure, or pressure. Bad grades, boring textbooks, deadlines, fear of not being smart enough. That's not motivation, that's mental warfare. So every time you sit down to study, your brain remembers the pain, not the potential. It shuts down before you even open the book. But what if studying became a rewarding activity? That's where we flip the script. 2. Start small, win big. Here's what psychology tells us. The brain loves progress. According to B.J. Fogg, author of Tiny Habits, the secret to forming any habit is to start so small it's almost laughable. Want to get addicted to studying? Start with 2 minutes. That's it. Open the book. Read one paragraph. Celebrate that win. Why? Because the brain releases dopamine even for small successes. And over time, that sense of progress becomes pleasure. It's like tricking your brain into saying, hey, studying isn't that bad after all. 3. Make it visual. Progress. Tracking works. Ever notice how satisfying it is to check off a to-do list? That's not random. It's a dopamine loop when you make your study progress visible. Like crossing off chapters, filling in a habit tracker, or even coloring in a grid. Your brain starts linking studying with satisfaction. That visual feedback triggers motivation. Apps like Notion, Habitica, or even a simple sticky note wall can make all the difference. Don't just study, track it, see it, feel it. 4. Environment is everything. Here's something powerful. Your brain anchors behavior to context. If your desk is cluttered, your phone is buzzing, and your playlist is distracting, studying will always feel like a battle. But if you create a space that signals focus mode, your brain adapts. Light a candle, play instrumental music. Studies show lo-fi or classical improves concentration. Use the same spot. Even wearing a study hoodie trains your brain to enter a focused state. Over time, this ritual builds a psychological entry point to deep work. It's not just what you do, it's where and how you do it. 5. Use the Pomodoro Technique with a twist. You've heard of it before, 25 minutes of focus, 5-minute break, repeat. But here's what most people miss. The first Pomodoro is the hardest. Once you break through that first session, momentum kicks in. Here's the twist. Start your timer with a countdown, not a stopwatch. Make the break something you actually look forward to, like stretching, doodling, or a quick walk. Reward yourself after every full hour with something fun but short. This balances delayed gratification with instant wins, and that balance equals habit loop. 6. Learn in chunks, not marathons. Cognitive science confirms it. We remember information better in chunks. Ever tried to cram for hours only to forget everything the next day? That's because the brain doesn't digest endless content at once. So here's the fix. Break subjects into micro topics. Create mini sprints of 20 to 30 minutes each. After every session, summarize what you learned out loud or on paper. This strengthens memory, builds retention, and keeps you engaged. Studying doesn't have to be a marathon. It should feel like a series of short, achievable missions. 7. Talk to someone about what you learned. Here's one of the most underrated strategies. Teach it. This is called the Feynman Technique, and it's genius. Explain what you studied to a friend, a sibling, your dog, or even your camera. If you can teach it, you've mastered it. If you struggle, you know where the gaps are. This not only cements knowledge, it also makes studying social, memorable, and surprisingly fun. 8. Turn distractions into rewards, not enemies. Let's be real, you're going to check your phone. The goal isn't to never get distracted, it's to control when you indulge. So schedule it. Use your favorite app as a reward after a study session. Scroll guilt-free after earning it. Watch one video after 2 Pomodoros. This way, your brain links studying with reward, not restriction. You're not cutting out dopamine, you're reassigning it. 9. Flow state, the addiction formula. Ever gotten so deep into a task that time vanished? That's called flow state, the golden zone of addiction to learning. To trigger flow, you need a clear goal, slight challenge, not too easy, not too hard, immediate feedback, and no distractions. Once you hit this zone, studying becomes addictive because the experience itself is rewarding. Athletes feel it, writers feel it, coders feel it. You can too. You just need to build conditions that make focus inevitable. Let's end with this. Studying isn't about being a genius. It's about becoming a disciplined explorer. It's about building a brain that craves understanding. Not for grades, not for praise, but for the pleasure of clarity. When you shift from I have to study to I get to learn something new today, everything changes. Getting addicted to studying is not about grinding. It's about designing your life around curiosity. Start small, track progress, and make it fun. Celebrate wins, protect your focus, reward your mind, and soon you'll stop asking, how do I stay motivated? Because the answer will already be in your habits. This isn't about studying harder. It's about studying smarter and sweeter. Welcome to your new addiction. Let it begin.